Hello, children. Very good morning. Today we are going to study a new poem from your book, that is Trees. Now, before we begin, Trees, the poem which is written by Shirley Bohr, is a very fine, simple, and a very beautiful poem which shows the connection between the mankind and the flora and the fauna that is surrounded by the environment that creates the bio. Children, it is about the fauna, flora, the trees, the plants, the plant life, etc., that go ahead and become the part of our society, part of our life, part of our day to day routine. It has been depicted in the poem with very beautiful quatrains. Now let's start. Something about the poem. As I told you, this poem is based on the list of advantages of trees, which how it helps us in our life. Moreover, it talks about both the material and aesthetic uses of trees. Now, children, when I say material and aesthetic, here material means relates something which is related to money, and when I say aesthetic, that means something which is related to the beauty of the nature. This poem also shows the love for the poets for the trees. Now let's recite the poem first. Trees are for birds, trees are for children, trees are to make tree houses in, trees are to swing swings on, trees are for the wind to blow through, trees are to hide behind hide and seek, trees are to have a tea parties under, trees are for kites to get caught in, trees are to make cool shade in summer, trees are to make no shade in winter, trees are for apples to grow on pears. Trees are to chop down and call timber. Trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. Trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. Very beautiful poem with such a repeated and rhyming words used. Now let's start. The first thing what the poet says, trees are for birds. Now we all know, children, from her childhood we have been studied the advantages of trees, and we have been studying from her childhood that where do birds make their homes. Birds make their home on trees, on nest. Trees are the homes for the birds, where they live their life, where they breed their young ones, where they learn to fly. So trees are everything for birds. It is their whole life. It is their whole lifestyle. It is where they live. It is where they die. So it is the trees. What is the life of the bird? So trees are for birds. So here the poet dedicates the trees to birds. Trees are for children. Next he dedicates the trees to children. Why for children? Because as a child we all love to play in and around trees, right? There are so many games we play with trees. We swing, we play hide and seek, we roam, we find shade under the tree, we sit under the tree and play. So children enjoy playing under the tree. Trees are to make tree houses in. Now, trees are also used to make a small little play area for the children, to make their small houses for them to hide, for them to store their secrets, or for them to spend some time there. So here the poet first dedicates the trees as how it helps the nature, how it helps the birds, and secondly he dedicates trees for the children, for the human, how it has helps the children to make their childhood so joyful. Every one of us must be having some memories with some of the trees of our childhood. No matter even if it is the minutest, but we must be having some trees of our some memories of trees for her childhood. Usually we have these memories when we go to a granny's place where they have those mango trees or apple trees or some other kind of trees where we stone and pluck the fruit out. All those are very cherishable memories of trees. Trees are to swing and swings on. Now, this is something each one of us have done in their life at least once. Yes, at any instance, through any material, we must have swung on the trees. Now, this is the very favorite play of every childhood. So, here in the first para, we see how the trees make the children's life, childhood so beautiful, and how the trees are dedicated to the birds. Trees are for the winds to blow through. Now, we all know what is the natural purifier of air. It is the trees, right? Yes. When the wind blows through the trees, when the warm wind blows through the trees, and when it passes by and comes out, it becomes cool breeze. You see the filtration. When the wind goes it is very warm, but when it comes out it becomes really like a cool breeze. And moreover, it also purifies the air. So you see what a great contribution a tree does to the environment, plus to the human beings. It purifies the air and gives cool breeze. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Now, as I said, children, the trees were the first place for us to hide behind and play hide and seek. I'm sure still you people must be enjoying this game, hide and seek, and you must be playing this. Now, when you go home, when you are on the way to go home, you must be playing on the road, hiding behind the tree, or playing in the garden. This is the very common and the most played game using trees. You see how the tree is being contributed in different and various artistics of life, though it is nature or human or materialistic or childhood, anything. Tree has given his immense contribution in everything. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Trees are to have tea parties under. Now, whether it is elders or the children or the young parents, everyone enjoys having time, spending time under trees. Elderly feel to have a cup of coffee or tea in the open area breeze under the tea to find some relaxation, where children find to have make parties and fun under the tree, while our parents love to have a cup of tea with a book or a coffee, right? So no matter whatever age it is, everyone loves to have small, big or short breaks or parties under trees. Trees are for kids too. Trees are for kites to get caught in. Now, this is a very, very common notion, right? Especially in the kite festival. Every tree has a kite caught in it, and children they jump around and climb and do what and all to get the caught kite. They are not bothered about the kite what they have, but they want to fly the kite which is being caught in the tree branches. So that is again a fun element in the life, right? Trees are to make cool shade in summer. Now, trees are also helpful for the travelers and the humans, or especially the animals who don't have their own homes, where they go and find the shade under the trees. So tree provide shade for the animals during rain, during summer, during hot season. Plus they also provide shade to other human beings, or especially travelers who are traveling since long, need some shade in summer. So trees bear the heat of the sun and provide shade to us. So each and every part of the tree is being used by us, is benefited to us. Trees are to make no shade in winter. Now, see, when in the winter, when it is very cold, no one ever imagines to go near a tree because you feel more cold when you sit under the tree. So, trees do not provide any shade in winter because they know it is not necessary, it is not needed, so they don't provide any shade in winter. See the contrary, what the poet has used trees to provide shade in summer and trees to provide no shade in winter. The contraction here is so beautiful. Trees are for apples to grow on and pears. Now, trees are for the apples to grow. And so you see, children, this poet has specifically used these two trees, the apple tree and the pear tree. Why? Because these trees are easily able to, accessible to children of your age. Children of your class can easily access the apple and the pear tree. So he has mentioned the trees are for apples to grow and pears. So children could have fun with the fruits they could reach, as I gave you the example of mangoes. Right? Trees are to chop down and call timber. Now see, even the trees without leaf, the branches, the trunk of the tree is also so useful that it helps the wood market so much. The wood dealers, and the most finest wood what we know is timber, right? So when the tree is cut down, the woodmen shouts it's timber with joy. Why? You know how the food industry has grown vast now. Maybe on the bench you are sitting is made of wood, the chair you are sitting is made of wood, maybe the pencil what you use is made of wood. Wood we use in our day-to-day life. We cannot even imagine our life without wood. Wood has given such great uses to us, from starting to creating fire till today building furnitures and everything, till our death building our coffin for funeral we use wood. So everywhere wood is utilized is important. Trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. Now, if you remember your first picture you painted or drew on paper when you were as a childhood, yes, it must be a house or a tree, right? Mothers always teach you first to draw a house, and she always attaches a tree. So this trees, the scenery also attracts the mothers to paint it on the canvas. So it is also a part of attraction. It is not only its parts are usable, but it also attracts human. And you also know the color green. The green color, the psychology of green color cools our eye. It's a natural element. If you just look at the trees constantly, if you just stare at the green leaves, it will smoothen your eyes, it will cool down your eyes. So just by seeing it also you get so much of benefit. That benefit the trees are having. Trees make father say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. Now you see, this rake is a tool which we use to collect the leaves during autumn. So what this where on the other hand, such a beautiful contraction is again used here, where on the first hand mothers it impresses the mother, the other hand it irritates the father that I have to collect so many leaves in the autumn. There are so many leaves. Now, I'm sure you must have understood what is the theme of the poem. Yes, it is the relationship between nature and the human being. As I said you at the start, is the relationship between the mankind and the fauna. Here, the importance and the advantages of the trees are clearly listed. Very clearly, that how each and every bit of the tree is important to us in our life. Now, when we come to the structure of the poem is composed of 16 independent lines. This poem is not composed in stanza wise. It is 16 independent line, and each starting with the same word: trees, 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 and trees. It is not divided into stanzas. And plus, there is no rhyming scheme to this poem. Finally, the tone of the poem, which is very light-hearted, very cheerful, and very joyful, and very pleasing, that shows and makes us realize the importance of trees. Now, children, as an assignment for this poem, I want you all to list down any 10 important uses of plants in our life. I don't want you to use any of the points which I had mentioned you in the poem, or which is given in the poem. Apart from this, how has trees help you in your life? I want you to mention that in at least 5 major points, that how has the trees or the plants helped you grow in your life. Okay, thank you class, have a great day.